The great astronomer Carl Sagan once said, "The cosmos is within us. We are made of star stuff. We are a way for the universe to know itself." So what did he mean when he said that? Carl Sagan was referring to the idea that the raw materials that make up our physical bodies originated in the distant stars. Sounds dreamy, doesn't it? But scientifically speaking, it's not that simple. So what is the chemical composition of a human body? Our bodies are made of around 60 chemical elements. And this is not even counting everything that enters our bodies from the outside. Out of these 60 chemical elements, 4 are by far the most prevalent. About 96% of our body is made of oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen. You've probably heard that 60% of our body is water. This is because oxygen and hydrogen bind together to form water. This water is not simply floating around. Rather, it's stored in our cells and forms the basis of blood, digestive juices, urine, and perspiration or sweating. It is also contained in lean muscles, fat, and bones. First, we start off as babies having more water, and as we grow older, the percentage of water inside us slowly decreases. Nevertheless, virtually all major organs have a high percentage of water. For example, water comprises 73% of the brain, 83% of the lungs, and 79% of muscles and the kidneys. Knowing this, it's clear why it is so important to drink water and stay hydrated. Nitrogen is also a part of many organic molecules, including amino acids, which are the building blocks of proteins. Proteins provide the main functional power of the body. They accomplish a wide range of vital tasks, from transporting molecules inside our cells to carrying out biochemical reactions that keep us alive. Even more, proteins are the force that drives our thinking and memory. Other elements our body uses to function are calcium, phosphorus, potassium, sodium, chlorine, magnesium, and sulfur. Not all of their functions are understood yet, but the ones that we do know are quite fascinating. Sodium and potassium, for example, make us think. Neurons communicate with each other through electrochemical signals. When a certain neuron wants to send a message to another, it opens a special channel through which sodium passes into the cell. Once it's done speaking to the other neuron, it lets potassium out of the cell to balance out the internal charge of the nerve. Of course, humans are not the only organic life on Earth. Most of the organic life we know is made from a very special element, carbon. Humans are a carbon-based life form. But why carbon? What makes this element so special? It's because a single carbon atom can form bonds with up to 4 other atoms simultaneously. This unique quality allows carbon to form long chains of molecules such as DNA and proteins, which are the basis for life as we know it. So, as you can see, carbon compounds are very versatile and can bind all sorts of elements. If carbon was even a little less flexible, we might not have ever even existed. And what about extraterrestrial life? Could aliens also be carbon-based? They could possibly be made from a different element like silicon, which is an element from the same group as carbon. The problem with silicon, however, is that upon binding with oxygen, it becomes solid. It still remains a great mystery if silicon could form structures as flexible as carbon. On the other hand, alien life might be made of a new and unexplored element, depending on the environmental conditions of where they live. We will have to wait and see.